Hi there, everyone, and welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Sara Newman, and I'm so happy you're joining me for this episode of Saturday with Sara. Today we have some really adorable snowman-themed Christmas card-making supplies from our friends at Hunkydory. So if you're making gift cards, tags, and other paper crafts for Christmas, and especially if you may need to make some of them fairly quickly, this set makes it festive, fun, and fast to create something really special. So we've got 4 luxury topper sets. Let's take a quick look at these. The first one is From Our Family to Yours. Then we also have Snow Buddy, Quite Like You. We've got The Greatest of Friends. And then we have Christmas Magic. And I thought here we could take a look at what's included in each of those topper sets. So in each one of these sets, you have a foiled die-cut topper sheet. So all of these images are die-cut, so they just pop right out of that backing sheet. So you have card focals, something for the inside of the card. You've also got a border on here, really beautiful. And of course, they've all got that metallic foiling. Then you also have 2 other sheets in here. So you've got one sheet of accent foiled cardstock, and you can see those silver snowflakes up here have been foiled. And then you also have a sheet of printed cardstock. So quite a lot in each one of these packs. Now, they do say that it will make at least 2 cards, and I think definitely we card makers can make our stash go quite a long way, so you may even be able to make more than 2 cards. They do also give you a project idea here on the front of the package to get your creativity going. Then we've also got in today's set the little book of Frosty and Friends. I love these little books because here you've got 120 snowman themed images featuring 20 different designs. Now these are great as card focals, something to pop on the inside of your card. You can do a lot with a simple image like this. Now they are both vertical and horizontal, so depending on which way your card is going, you will have a really adorable image to go on the front or the inside. I think these are just so adorable. And I think they work beautifully for Christmas cards as well as general winter-themed cards. So here are some of the images. Then you've also got several sheets of these cutout messages here too. So again, great for the front of the card or for the inside. So as you can see, we have a lot to explore in this webisode, and I'm really excited to see what we can create with this fun set. I'm so glad you're here today, so come play with us. I love the card ideas on the front of the topper sets packages. Now, even if you don't recreate the design exactly as they've made it, it's a really great place to start with inspiration. And that's what I've done here with this card from the Snow Buddy Quite Like You set. And you can see that it is a fold back style of card with the snowman cardstock on the inside of the card, and then the framed topper is overlapping the folded portion of the card front. So something like this. Now in the project example, it looks like they may be using a square card or a slightly larger card base than what I have. So I'm just adapting that to the blank cards that I have on hand from hot off the press. And they measure 5 inches by 6.5 inches. So I'm maybe not going to have as much room down here at the bottom, but that's totally fine. Okay, let's take a look at how to make a fold back style of card. And again, here is my blank white card from hot off the press, folded in the center. Now what I like to do here is just grab my bone folder, make sure that I've got a really nice crisp crease here on the fold. And then I'm going to take just the front portion of my card and I'm going to fold this back to align evenly with the fold of the card. So I'm just going to align that top to bottom, hold it in place, smooth it down with my hand, and then again come in with my bone folder and give that a nice crisp edge, top to bottom. And then I have my fold back card base that will look like this. and then I can decorate it as I wish. So bring in again my folded and decorated card, and you can see I've simply lined the inside of the card with this portion of the printed cardstock sheet, and then I cut apart the rest of that sheet to go in the center panel and on the front. And I found that cutting two pieces makes it easier to get a nice fold in this front portion. Then I have my foiled snowman topper, and this is a die cut, so it can actually come apart. So this can be separated from the other frames on here, but I wanted to keep it all together and to make sure that things don't separate. I've backed it onto a portion of dark blue cardstock so that all of those potentially separated portions of this image will stay all together. And then I have a sentiment here with a little bit of gingham ribbon in the back, and then another foiled sentiment inside. Fun and easy and quick and great to have some inspiration on hand. Now I've got another fun folded card to take a look at, and this is one that you can make with the Tri-Fold Surprise Card Cutting Die. And this will create a very unique folded design like this. So here I'm using the Greatest of Friends topper set, and I've created the base from blue cardstock that comes from the Flowing Ink cardstock set from hot off the press. I wanted to have a solid color card base so that I could add these patterned elements on here. So let's take a look at this die and the die cutting process. So here's what the die looks like. You can see it's all one piece, easy to work with, and this is another project idea. I kind of love those project ideas that manufacturers give you. On the back you can see the diagram with your mountain and your valley folds, and then of course they give you the instructions on here as well. So your die will look like this, and here you can see you've got your fold lines and your cutting lines. So everything is done for you. Really super simple to just place that down onto your cardstock, and then you will have, once you fold it up, a piece like this. So here you've got a mountain fold, here you've got a valley fold, here's another mountain fold, and this will all come together. Again, use those bone folders to make sure that you've got a nice crisp edge on there. It's going to make decorating it a lot easier. And then from there, you can add your various elements to your card. So again, here I've got this topper on here. It's a nested topper. I've popped out this centerpiece and added just this with a little bit of foam tape for a little bit of extra lift. Then I have a sentiment down here, again, also on foam tape with a little bit of gingham ribbon. And I have a second image on the inside, along with a simple strip of patterned cardstock, and then another little strip of plain blue cardstock, also from that Flowing Ink cardstock set. And the blues in that cardstock set just matched perfectly with the blues in the topper set. So it gave me a really nice color combination to work with for another fun folded card. Here's another sweet and simple card design, and this one is using just a portion of the accent foiled cardstock sheet. And this one comes from the From Our Family to Yours set. I've just trimmed this down and double matted it, first onto red cardstock and then onto white cardstock. The red is coming from hot off the press's Poinsettia Passion cardstock set, which is a really perfect match with the reds in today's webisode collection. Then I've put this all onto a blank card, and this is from the Silver Glitter Card Set from Hot Off the Press. Now these cards are great for lots of occasions. I love them for vintage themed cards. And of course they are perfect for Christmas. So when they're folded up, they measure 5 inches by 6.5 inches. And the great thing is this glitter will not come off, not on you and not on the card recipient. You get 10 in a pack, and they come with envelopes too. So that's what I have glued my focal image onto, and I just really love how this silver foiling here on the snowflakes coordinates with the silver of this card. Then I've added a sentiment, and this comes from the Merry Christmas Dazzles stickers collection, and a gingham bow. So a really, really simple card layout design. Then for my card inside, now those glitter cards are white on the inside, So I've just lined this portion with some of the printed cardstock from the topper set, and I added a matted focal from the little book. Now, remember, you've got lots and lots of images in that little book, so this is the one that I chose with the trio of caroling snow people, but you have lots of different options that you could go with, just depending on whether you've got a vertical or a horizontal card. You've got options to go both directions. So really fun and easy to do. The hardest part will be choosing which design you want to use. And then down here I've got a sentiment. This is also from the little book, and I've just cut out one of these images and popped that up with some foam tape. Perfect for the inside of the card, or of course for the outside too. Okay, I have another project that I want to share with you. I could not resist using the snowmen for a tag in a bag project. The images are just perfectly sized and they're so sweet and give such a cheerful twist. So here I'm using the tag in a bag die set. And I know you've seen me use this before. It's one of my favorites. Here you can see you've got 2 dies in the pack. You've got a die to create the bag or the envelope, and then you have another die to create the tag. So as you can see here, they always give you a project idea, and then your dies are just tucked right inside there. Now for today's project, I'm using some of Hot Off the Press's hammered silver paper for my bag. Now I love this because it's a great weight for this type of project, and it's sturdy enough to score and fold up, but it's not such thick cardstock that the folds become bulky, especially this little bottom tab on here. So what you'll do is just grab that bag die, position it down in the corner of your hammered silver sheet, secure it down with a bit of low tack tape. I like the stuff from Hunkydory. Run it through your die cutting machine and you will have a piece that looks like this. So you can see that beautiful textured hammered silver. This is one side, and then on the inside it's just black. And I think you can see those score lines on there. So all you do, follow the score lines and fold up the sides. Again, I like to use my bone folder for this. The sides will line up like so. Score that down and then fold up the bottom. And you can use a double-sided adhesive for this. Super sticky tape works really well. Once you get that secured up, you are all ready to decorate it as you wish. So let me bring back in my little project here, and you can see that I've used a portion of the die cut toppers. I've glued this portion down, and then I've added this one up here with a little bit of foam tape, again for a little bit of lift. Then my tag on the inside is die cut, and of course I'm using the tag shaped die for this, and I'm just die cutting this from a portion of the printed cardstock. I nested this snowman right in the center and then added the message below with foam tape, and this will just tuck right inside my bag. And then the top of the tag has a little bit of gingham ribbon for a pop of contrasting color. Our final project is combining lots of different elements from today's webisodes. So foiled cardstock, printed cardstock, and toppers from all of the collections, plus some of the images from the little book pack. And I really wanted to put everything together because they coordinate so beautifully. I thought it would be fun to do that in a little tag book. So here you can see I've started with the tag in a bag die for my base, and in this case I'm only using the tag portion. So that's what I've used to cut, for example, the front cover here. And I've cut that from some of the foiled cardstock. You can see that beautiful shine on there. And then I've just added one of the toppers here with some foam tape, so it has a little bit of dimension. And then I have a Christmas script dazzle that says Merry right across the bottom there. And then continuing on the inside, some more of the printed cardstock, another topper, some more of those dazzles here going across. Now this is one of the pages from the little book, so that die cuts perfectly. And then on the inside here, I've got a mini envelope. We'll come back to that in a second, but you can see it has been die cut from some of the patterned foiled cardstock, and I've got another little topper on here. And then for the back, I have one of the sheets from the little book and another one of those circular sentiment cutouts. And then for the back of my book, again, I've got another one of those sweet little sentiments here. Now, coming back to our mini envelope, my thought for this book was that you could create something that is like a card, but also has a kind of a holder for a gift card, money gift, note, Secret Santa, whatever it is that you want to tuck inside one of these little envelopes. So again, I've die cut this from the foiled cardstock. So when you open it up, it's going to look like this. So plenty of space for something fun on the inside. Now to die cut that, I'm using a separate die. This is another one that I love and one that comes in so handy for Christmas and birthdays and lots of occasions. You have two different gift card holders in here. This is the one that I'm using, and you can die cut that from any of your cardstock or pattern paper. You'll have an image that looks like this. So this is the die. Again, just simply position that down onto your cardstock, run it through your die cutting machine, and you're set to go. So you'll fold in your sides. Again, you may want to grab a bone folder for that. Fold up the bottom, score, and then I like to use a little bit of double-sided tape on here, and then you've got your top, and there's a little tab that can simply tuck right in there, and then you are ready to go. And you can give that separately, of course, or add it onto a card or indeed a little mini book. So then all of my pages are bound together with some of this gingham ribbon. My suggestion is when you tie this knot or bow, leave about a finger's width in between the top of the tag and the knot so that the pages, of course, can turn and open easily. And that is our final project of the day today. So a big thank you to our friends at Hunkydory for these adorable supplies. As you can see, I had a lot of fun playing with them. And a big thank you to you for joining me today. We're really glad you're here and we're happy you're a part of the Paper Wishes family. Please do feel free to leave a comment. We'd love to hear what you think. Now these items can be purchased and you can see them below. We've bundled them into a creative money saver just for you. For the money saver, see this webisode on paperwishes.com. And if you're watching us on YouTube, have a look in the description box below this video. You'll find a link that will take you to our Paper Wishes webisodes page. You can see everything I just mentioned. And if you enjoyed our video today, we'd really appreciate a thumbs up. It helps people to find our channel. And don't forget to subscribe. We create 3 to 5 videos each week, so there's always something fun to inspire your creative spirit.